Alright, so this time we're going to factor x squared minus 2x and minus 63. Now you have to create your mama table, and we're looking for things that we're going to multiply and make negative 63, and then we're going to find things that will, from that list, will add up to negative 2. And you see there, the negative 63 is our last coefficient, and the negative 2 is our middle coefficient. Well, I'm sorry, I should say the negative 63 is the product of our first and last coefficients. 1 in front of the x squared times the negative 63 gives negative 63. Now, here we're going to have different signs for our pairs because our number we're trying to reach is negative. So we've got to be very careful about that. So negative 63 times 1, well, there's negative 63. Negative 1 times 63, that's negative 63. Negative 21 times 3, that's negative 63. And negative 3 times 21, that's negative 63. Negative 9 times 7, that's 63. And negative 7 times 9, that's 63. So now we have a thorough list. And we're going to add them together and find out which one equals our middle coefficient of negative 2. And we see there negative 9 and 7. When they're added together, they yield negative 2. Replace the middle term with our working numbers, negative 9 and 7x. Then we're going to group the terms. We're going to factor out our common GCFs. I'm sorry, our GCFs. Okay, and now we put since the parentheses are the same, we can rearrange our grouping, and we get x plus 7 times x minus 9. And here are some hints to help you choose your factors in the mama table. When the last term is positive, the factors will have the same sign as the middle term. When the last term is negative, the factors will have different signs. Now we're going to create a mama table for this. 5x squared minus 17x plus 14. 5 times 14 is plus 70, and the middle coefficient is negative 17. So we need to have signs of the numbers in this column. They need to be the same since the product is going to be positive. Negative 1 times 70, negative 2 times negative 35, negative 7 times 10, and we have on the other side a winner. Negative 7, negative 10 yields negative 17. So we're going to replace the middle term with the negative 7 and the negative 10. And we get 5x squared minus 7x minus 10x plus 14. Now we're going to group, factor out the GCFs, get an x out of the first, and we get a negative 2 out of the second. Parentheses are the same, so we can group again, regroup, and get x minus 2 times 5x minus 7. The more of these you do, the easier it will get. Just follow the steps. Go slow until you get good at it, and you will improve. So give this one a try. I hope you chose 2. If you didn't, review the steps one more time. Give it another try. Alright, give this one a go. And hopefully you chose 4. Once again, if you didn't, don't worry. Go back and review your notes. Follow the steps carefully, and if you still have a problem, see me when you get to class. Well, we're going to factor 2x squared minus 14x plus 12. First we got to find the GCF, and that's 2. Now we're going to look at this and do the mama table. So the coefficient for the first term times the coefficient for the last term is 6, and the middle term is negative 7. So the signs need to be the same since the product is positive. So it's negative 1 times negative 6, negative 2 times negative 3, and negative 1 times negative 6 yields negative 7, which is our middle coefficient. Now we're going to replace the middle term with the negative 2 and the with the negative 1 and the negative 6. And we get our 2 outside. Remember, that was our original GCF, times x squared minus 6x plus 6. We're going to group the terms. Once we do that, we're going to factor out their GCFs. We can get the x out of the first set of terms, and we can get negative 6 out of the second set of terms. Parentheses are the same. So we get 2 times x minus 6 times x minus 1. Always look for the GCF first. That's very important. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in the classroom.